Well, wrong turn. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jamie, and it is August 17th. It's August 17th, Wednesday. I'm normally off today, but that's what we're going to talk about today. Wrong turns, doing things that you don't want to do. They're all choices, and that's what I want to kind of cover today. So these are conversations with friends, family, people that are just dialogue. Mostly we cover stocks, options, cryptocurrencies, real estate, things like self-investment in yourself. But for like today, I had to cover one of our guys that is a business manager, and he is in Jamaica, or he was in Jamaica. He'll be coming back today, and I have to cover for a few hours. Now, this is my day off. I don't have to go in. I can say, hey, it's my day off. I'm not going in, but I'm helping out. I'm being a team player, and as I get little pieces of information from different people I meet, from different walks of life, different age groups, different ethnicities, different faiths, religions. I mean, everything, right? We all have these different. It's like a salad, so to speak, of different ingredients and people, and there's a lot of cool flavors in there, right? And I'm giving you kind of a reference, an illustration. If you like salad, you might not like salad. Like, I love a good salad: tomatoes, onions, cucumbers, some feta cheese. What else you put on there? Different type of greens. There's romaine, and so you get the idea. So you have a different variety, and it brings it all together. So as I talk to different people, my perception is open. Like my way of thinking changes. So today I had to go in to cover. I got some other things that happened. I had other things scheduled that conflicted with this, because this was not. It was kind of a non-communicated thing. It wasn't communicated very well that the coverage was needed. So I had to step up and pop in. Now, I had some contractors that were doing some work for us at a home, and it was some windows and a sliding glass door with a screen that had been broken, and what else? Oh, and then one of those motion lights that got damaged by one of the workers. They had to have an electrician come and fix it. And I had to stay there and oversee, not because I was going to do anything. They guys knew what they were doing, but my wife insisted that I was still present at this property to make sure that these things got handled, because this has been kind of a long process that's taken a lot longer than it should have. And I didn't think I needed to be there, but I went there. So there's times when you got to do stuff that's challenging, and you just got to find a way. So again, some of the most successful people I have met and talked to and interacted with are people that find a way to make it happen. They don't defer to the excuses of why they failed or why they were not able to deliver or execute said thing, whatever that might be. It could be if you're an athlete and you say, I'm not tall enough, or I'm not fast enough, or I'm not strong enough. Or maybe you have a work quota, a deadline to get some task done. Maybe you're in sales and you're trying to sell something, some product or service. And there's a lot of things where people have valid reasons, valid excuses why they don't do it, or they don't do it, or they don't deliver, and I think the people that do, that find a way to make it happen, are the ones that might excel a little bit farther in life, right? They get up a little earlier, they stay a little bit later, they go do a job or take care of something that needs to be done that nobody else is going to do. They say, it's not my job, not my responsibility. Ever hear that before? So, that's my thought today as I do all these different tasks. Is you're going to come across these things, and you have come across these things, or if you're young, you're going to come across these things where the challenges will be there, and it's a mindset. So a lot of the wins that I've been able to have in life are generally not because I'm the smartest, the best looking, even though that's hard to believe, but it's been a result of resilience, of being able to have patience and see something through. I remember solving some problem. One thing that comes to mind is I remember at one of our locations, we were off, $90,000 and some accounts receivable, and I knew where they were, but we had a new comptroller, office manager, new person who was kind of had a lot of ego, didn't want to be a team player, wanted to just say that we didn't know what we're doing and that the money was missing. And anyway, long story short, I stayed till like 3 a.m. going through, because I needed to pull each deal, right, and like kind of like trace it, to each other. I had to say like, okay, this money went to that, this money went to that, and I'm good at adding it all up. 2 + 2 is 4, right? 1 + 1 + 2 is 4. I can go backwards and forwards. The numbers are the numbers, and there's no way that this $90,000 in this case, this was years ago, was missing. And I've been doing it long enough where I felt confident saying, somebody could have made a mistake, but it's not us. It's in this case it was her, and so I validated it. There was no arguing that, and as a result, because of ego and pride, the person ended up leaving. They couldn't handle the truth. They couldn't handle it. So if you have conviction in something you're doing, and you know that the results, even though they're painful, they might be painful, to get the work done or the task done, at the other side of that, there's a reward, right? And that kind of holds true with anything. So anyway, that's my input for the day. As far as the stocks go, like I said, I had the OPGN, I believe it's OPGN, and that is a speculative play, meaning like I'm looking for 5-10 cents, and just to make a little bit of money on that. But what I did do with Coinbase, a lot of volatility with cryptocurrency still, from what I'm looking at. I don't know about you guys, but the premiums with some of these calls and puts, like meaning selling puts means that if the price hits that number, like if you put it at in this case with Coinbase, it was at $90, or it was a little bit over $90. It was trading somewhere between 90 and 95, and I said, okay, if it hits 90, I'm willing to buy 100 shares at $90 a share. The premium was like $360, $370, so I made $370, and it's already gone below that. So I mean, it looks like between now and Friday, I'll probably own 100 shares at $90 a share. And if it's at 85 or 80 or 70 or 90 or 89, it really doesn't matter, because what I'll do is I'm just going to sell a covered call the next week and pick up another $300, $400, $500, and that's the wheel strategy, I believe is what they call that. So that is a strategy, because I'm always looking to collect premiums, because those add up. So like if I've just dead money, that whether it was in a stock or not, and it just sits and does nothing, like with Volta, which got over, I think it went over $3, and my average cost was $213, but it took a long time for it to get back to $213 and then kind of turn a profit. And for those weeks, even months, that I was sitting on my hands waiting for it to come back, I wasn't collecting any premium. It's like putting money into a bank account that there's no interest. Regardless if it was negative, I figured eventually it'll come back. Could be weeks, months, years, but there's no return in the meantime. So I'm not telling you invest in Coinbase or OPGN. OPGN offers really nothing, but Coinbase or any of the companies that offer a premium, which I'm getting ready for Tesla for the split, to see what those premiums are going to pay out, to see if I add more shares. But I like doing that, because every week I'm throwing $200, $300, $400, $500, $1,000, $50, whatever I can into the kitty, and building that up, regardless of what the stock volatility is doing. And I'm surprised that more people do that. I mean, I learned that a little while ago, and so far I don't see where it's where you can get hurt, because if you're going to own the company anyway, whether the stocks are up or down, you aren't going to sell them. Why wouldn't you get paid? It's just like having a cabin on the lake, or a beach house, or something that's nice nice property you want to keep and that you might use a couple weeks out of the year, maybe a month. But why wouldn't you rent it out the other time and collect some money on that property? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So that's it. That's all I got for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I am getting ready. I've been setting up that upstairs. I still deciding downstairs or upstairs to set up that staging area for kind of the next level stuff during the week when I do these videos. And I'm starting with Gary and Gio where we're going to do some conversations, you know, just back and forth. I'm figuring it out as I go, but I've been working on that. I'm kind of excited about that. Super excited, super excited. So have a great day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow or the next day.